All right. Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome my very special guest, Amy Warrior Princess. Welcome, Amy, and thanks for coming
Hello,
on my
hello.
channel.
You're quite welcome. Thank you for having me.
And I'm so excited. It's a wonderful Friday night. We just finished having a wonderful thunderstorm outside, and you know how after it got really dark and it seemed like it was like 9 o'clock at night around here, but it got really dark, and now the sun is back out, and it's after the storm. I love that feeling, like that fresh smell. And we
Hmm.
also had the smoke from Canada in
Canada.
our
Yep.
area. So the rain really did help to dissipate that somewhat. How about you? What area of the US are you from?
I am in Michigan, and we also had a bit of the smoke from Canada. So we got some rain, and it dispersed it a bit. So yeah, we live
It
at the
does. Mhm.
yeah
It
the
does
the
help. Sorry,
yeah
go ahead.
it's we live right at the literally right on the border of Michigan and Indiana. So we got some of the smoke.
Oh, I
And
see.
yeah, so we were like, it was like hazy, like you wouldn't believe.
I know.
So
And I was like,
everybody,
it almost looks like fog, but it's not. It's like it's if you want to look out in the distance, that's when you can really tell. And Jennifer came back. Yay, Jennifer. Thank you very much. Please put in your question again because we're definitely going to be taking questions. Look at her really cool icon. And she says hello
awesome.
again. And she has smoke where she is as well. Let us know what
Oh,
area you're in. And
be
Viviani
safe,
is
Jennifer.
here. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Viviani.
And Gina M is here. Thank you both for coming. Nancy
Hi,
Riker
Gina.
is here. Nancy
Hi,
says, hi,
Nancy.
hi, Jean. Hi, Amy.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
that's okay. Okay. Uh, good, Jennifer. I have you start. We're just going to take a minute and learn a little bit about Amy. This is the first time she's coming on my channel. And so we're just going to talk to her a little bit and then we'll get to the questions in about 15 minutes, if that's okay, if you can hang out. So I know kind of where you are at Amy. Uh, she had family there. Gina says she knows where you are, where you're on that border, where you said.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Shauna Saya from Astrology Happenings. She says hello from Illinois. And she has her question. Thank you, Shauna
Hmm.
Saya. And I will definitely star that when we do our questions. And thank you very much for putting that in. And Sal Rods is here. Very nice. Thank you for coming. Oh, very nice. Wow. Wow. So, Amy, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself? And what I'd like to know is how you started on your spiritual journey. How did that begin for you?
Um, Actually, I was like a lot of us, I was born with mine. I've always been able to see spirit, and um, I've always been able to sense things. But it really didn't take effect until I was like in my early 20s when my guides got frustrated with me because I wasn't paying attention. And they're like, "You're not paying attention to us. So here." And I was at a friend's house, and I had woken up in the middle of the night, and I was on the couch, and I saw two ghosts right in front of my face, literally right in front of my face. Like it looked like they could touch, I could like nose to nose. And I was too tired to be scared. And I was like, oh, hello. And I blinked my eyes a couple times and they were still there. And they weren't mean. They weren't horrible. They were just looking at me and they were bright white, just bright white. And I was like, uh, I know you have a purpose, but look, I'm trying to sleep. Could you please back off? And then I blinked my eyes a couple more times and they were gone. And then I went back to sleep. And then I was like, okay. And then when I would spend some time with my friend, she would start smelling perfume and flowers only when I was there. They would start being around me. I'm like, oh crap. And then I just ignored it and ignored it again. And then Scott did a reading for me and he said, you need to do a channel. And this was last year. So I said, okay, fine. So I changed the name of my channel and here I am.
Wow, that's so exciting. And as you're telling me this, I'm getting that the two bright white figures that you saw could have been either your guides or guardian angels. That this was not just merely or simply a ghost or another soul visiting you. This was actually connected to you, whether it was a family member, whether it was a guardian angel or your guides. This is somebody who is connected to you and was presenting themselves to you to help open up that awareness that you now have. It was like it's almost like broke you open. I also saw a ghost in my house and I said, it changed me forever. It broke me wide open. I mean, that kind of a shock and that kind of a reality of like, oh, it's not just, I'm not just, it's this reality isn't the only thing that's there. So I do
Right.
feel when you were describing that, especially when you said bright white, I thought, okay, then they're connected to you. They're here and they're presenting themselves to you to give you a direction to go into. How beautiful. How beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, Hurricane Force One is here. Hi, Hurricane Force One. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in quite a while. And Ron Unconditional Love is here. And he says, hi, Amy Warrior Princess. Oh,
Hi,
look, Ron, where did you find the smiley face with all the teeth? I love that. The big giant teeth smile.
oh, I've got that one.
Do you? I love it.
Yeah.
It's so cute, really cute. Nice to see you. And thank you very much, Gina M. You're so sweet calling out all of our channels. And Viviani is here. I got your question. And Yvette Braggs is here. Hi, Yvette. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And here's Ron with more big giant smiles. I'm going to have to find that one. And the half moon eyes, the smiling eyes. I think that's really
Mhm.
cute. Oh, okay. Yvette, I do see your question. Um, Thank you very much. And Astrology Happenings with Shauna Saya, you're so kind. Thank you very much for your donation. That was really sweet. And I think I saw that you had a question down here. I think I may have already maybe had your, I don't know. Yep. Oh no. Yes, the Ken. You have a question about Ken. I did star that. So I am starring them as we go along, but I just wanted to ask Amy another question and get to know Amy a little bit. Ah, look, Tarot Stash is here. Hey, Gerald. So Gerald will be on my channel here tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern, which is 9:30 Pacific, and he's going to be on with Wisdom Seeker Joan. This is going to be the first collab for us three. I think it's going to be very dynamic. I'm looking forward to it. So please do come on over and visit us tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here, Tara
Yay.
Stash. It was
Hi,
really nice to see
Gerald.
you.
Miss
His
you,
channel
dude.
his channel is very
Miss-
entertaining. I mean, he has such
Mhm.
a variety. He has a variety show, a variety of of topics and different energy, some learning, some inspiring, some it's really beautiful, and it's always very colorful and always well done. He's really just setting the bar for all of us.
Mhm.
And Erin O'Negan is here, and she says, I forgot caps. So let me see if I can find her. Samantha, everybody's here. Samantha is here. Hi, Samantha. Lauren Hunsinger is here. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you all for being here.
Oh,
Oh, and he said he's listening while getting chores accomplished. Very good. Very good. I'm
okay.
glad to be of assistance. Oh, and Yvette says that was an interesting story, Amy. Yeah, about seeing your um,
Guy.
you're going to call them. Okay, good. I don't know that you definitely call them that. Okay, I do see your question there, Erin. So thank you. And how did you get started on YouTube? How did that begin for you, Amy?
Well, when I first started, I just had a YouTube channel just to have one, like everybody does. And I first started out because I like Doctor Who, right? Still do, love it. It's my favorite. Um, been watching it since I was like a little kid. Love classic Who. Um, but then I switched it over to uh doing readings and mediumship. And like 2 years ago, I got a reading from Linda G when she was still doing readings. And she
Wow.
said, oh, yeah, very lucky. And she said, you're gonna be, you're gonna have your own channel and you're gonna be um, giving readings. And I was like, huh? Oh. And then I got a reading from Mel Dor
Oh,
a few
wow.
months later. Few months later, and he said, "You're going to have your own channel and you're going to do readings." And I was like, ah, okay. And then last year, I got a reading from Scott Allen, and he said, "You really need to have your own channel and do readings." I was like, okay, all right, I give up. And then a couple days later, I just switched my name over and I just started doing readings.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. And like a lot of us, we have the inclination, and we really have to just put ourselves out there and practice live with all of you, because without you
Mhm.
asking the questions and getting the validation, then the practice of doing this each and every day and connecting to spirit really does strengthen our abilities, and we're able to develop our connection much stronger and stronger as we go. And I too, I took a class and I was, touching base with it, and I started going out on YouTube and practicing live on YouTube. So it's really just it's a really beautiful win-win situation for everybody, I think. And
Yeah.
Jennifer Wintercourt, Jennifer, thank you so very much for your kind donation. That was very generous. Thank you very much. That was sweet. And Ron, thank you very much for having my back there. And look who's here, the Crone Zone. Conversations with the Ancients. Lots of love, Jean and Amy. You are so sweet, Crone Zone
Oh, thank
ladies.
you.
Priscilla and Heather. So we will be on the Crone Zone this Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and that's 1 p.m. Pacific. We're doing something called the Wisdom Circle. We do it the first Monday of every month, and each one of us takes a month and does a presentation, a spiritual offering, and then we all have like a discussion panel. And when I say we all, it's Terry Suzuki, Terry Lee, Pure Visionary, it's Wisdom Seeker Joan, it's Priscilla and Heather from the Crone Zone, and myself. And we do like a discussion panel, a wisdom circle panel. And I think it's just really marvelous, and I'm honored to be a part of it. I did my presentation last week or last month on spiritual symbols, spiritual symbolism. And this month, Priscilla is going to be doing her presentation on soul contracts, I think, soul contracts. So, yes, and they're saying it's so much fun. So, please, everybody, come on over and visit us there. It's going to be lots of fun. And Gina has Amy's web or YouTube channel here. And everybody, please do show Amy some love and subscribe to her YouTube channel. And it's Amy Warrior Princess. And I was I was astonished when I saw Amy. You have such a wonderful variety of guests on your show as well. You have Val, you have Marina, you have Chrissy, you have David, you have um, Kirby. Oh, PD connects with her friend Kirby. And you have Scott on your channel. You had Lisa on your channel. You have all the sisters of the, was it the sisters? You had
Yeah.
Jerry H. and is it Amy and Val and Marina? Wow. I just
Yeah.
can't go on and on enough. And Deb H. you've had on your channel, and you had Mark the Spirit Whisperer on your channel.
Mhm.
Please do
Yeah.
check out Amy's YouTube channel. You never know who she's gonna bring on, and it's always very exciting. How lovely. How lovely. It's just really exciting. So thank you, Gina, for posting that on there. Um, and Ron saying hi to the Crone Zone ladies. Ron,
And I'm oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
I was
I'm
just gonna
going
say.
oh, go ahead.
I was saying, Ron, you're welcome to come join us. We'd love to have you there. So go ahead.
Yes. On the 3rd of uh July, I am going to have um I am going to have a guest on. Um it's going to be a surprise, so you'll have to wait and see.
Look who's here. Scott Allen, Spiritual Essence. Yeah. Hello, Scott. Thank you so much for coming by and saying hello. We were just talking about you before we came on. Scott was there for us when we were first starting, and he was
Mhm.
the one who really helped you to get your channel started as well. He's
Yeah.
an amazing part of this community, and he also helped the Crone Zone ladies. He's just wonderful, just wonderful. We all love you, Scott. He
We
says,
do.
"Hey," he's saying, "Hi, beauties. I heard. Did you hear us talking about you earlier?"
Yeah, he heard. He heard. You were the one who gave me the big boot in the butt. Yeah.
I think he had a hand on in getting Ron Unconditional Love, and also Bathrobe Tarot Danny as well. Scott, you've been such a integral part of the getting people started on this community. We all really love you very much. So thank you very much for coming by. And I love that emoji. It's so you. It's so you. Aw. And see, the Crone Zone ladies say we love our Scott. We'll never, he's just lovely. Just, oh, third time's a charm, Amy. How about that?
And that's true. That's true. Very
That
true.
an inside message. Very nice. So sweet of you, Scott. That was really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's I love your name, and I was very inspired to post an image of a warrior princess on the thumbnail of this show. And I was telling Amy that it just made me feel like the confidence and the strength and the creativity that that woman was, or the warrior princess was displaying. And I feel as though this is Amy's essence inside of her. She's courageous, she's colorful, she's creative. You could see all of her artwork on her thumbnails as well. I love it. And that she is confident and creative, and yet has that tenacity to conquer, maybe some um, difficult situations, or stepping outside of her comfort zone, and conquering that as well.
I'm
Okay.
speechless.
Oh, that's what I feel. That's what I feel.
Oh,
That's yeah. Yeah. I can read souls, so I can read your soul's vibration, and that's what I was picking up. Uh
mm.
ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. So, Nancy, I think I did get your question. So let's go ahead. We have a lot of people asking for questions. I have Jennifer Winokur is
okay.
first here because we didn't get to her question on the last show. And then we have Shauna Saya, we have Nancy, and we have Yvette. And then I'll call out the next couple of
Mhm.
ones as I get them. So let's see. Jennifer, she would like a message from her first kitty ever, and the kitty's name is Zoe. And the kid Zoe has crossed to the other side, and she would just like a message from Zoe. And Amy does cards, and she does psychic and mediumship as well. So feel free, and whatever tools or vehicles that you feel called to, Amy.
Not a problem. Ah, Um, I see the kitty. Well, Zoe, you said?
Yes. Hmm.
She came up. She came up to me, and she's giving me a paw, and she's doing. I don't know if she did this to you, but she's doing this on my face. Like, hey, I'm here. Meh, pay attention to me. And now it's like she's really happy and she's doing circles. Hmm. Circles like, yay. She's saying hi to me. Yay. I miss you. I miss her. Hi. Yay. Um, as you can tell, she's really happy. Um, she said she's not suffering anymore. Um, and now she's like just like jumping, just jumping and running around in a circle and jumping. Very active kitty. Boy, I wish I had kitties this active. All my kitties were just plop. Um, but this one is just when she first came up to me, she took her paw and did this, and then she was just around in circles, then jumping and running around in circles. And was she a talker? She's talking to me like a mile a minute. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Um, oh God, I love cats.
Oh, she said yes, she was a talker.
Yeah. She just wants she's loved. She's not hurting anymore. She pop she she pops in once in a while to see you. Yeah, she pops in once in a while to see you. Like if do you sometimes do you sometimes see like shadows walking in the halls, like in the corner of your eye, like by the kitchen? Because that's what I'm seeing. Or sometimes you'll feel like a on your bed.
She says yes. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, that's her.
She said yes, she sees her at the corner of her eye, that she popped it up right after you said that you see shadows. That is so wonderful.
Yeah, that's her. That's her coming in to say hey, just to see how you are and let you know that she's there. And if you ever feel like a plop on the bed, that's her. So don't freak out. Yeah, so yeah, she just yeah, so well, okay. That was it. She left.
Wow, very nice. Very nice. Well done, Amy. Thank you very much.
You're
Wow.
welcome.
And Jennifer, what I was picking up from Zoe is that you two were like sisters. And she said she played with you. I don't know if you had like some obstacle courses or something that you made her like jump over or go under or go towards, or maybe blankets or boxes, some sort of an obstacle course she showed me. That you were, you played together. And she said that you two grew up together and shared a lot of emotions, and she said that she was there through different relationships in your life. And she also said that she was there for some wins in your life, some celebrations in your life, as well as some losses. Like she really was there in an integral and a changing part in your life. But she just wants to, she was, when Amy was describing that she was jumping around and running in circles, I think she just wanted you to know that she was okay, that she is fine, that she is, having fun, and she's strong and healthy and vibrant on the other side. And just wanted you to know that how much she loved you. I thought that was really very well done. And yeah, what a beautiful soul Zoe is. But she's very young at heart,
Mhm.
and she feels like your sister, but she feels like sort of like your best friend, and was there, like the connection that they have with our emotions and our heart is like no other. But this is what she's saying. She felt like your sister and your best friend. Yeah. So that was very, very nice. Thank you, Jennifer, for your question and for allowing us to check in with Zoe. How
Yeah,
nice.
she was a cutie.
Very nice. Wow. That was strong too. All right.
Mhm.
So I have Shauna Saya is here, and then Nancy Riker is next, and then after that is Yvette. All right. So Shauna says, will my friend Ken come back to visit me again? Is he in this world or is he on the other side, Shauna Saya? Would you let us know? Is Ken in this world or is Ken on the other side? I just want to make sure. So Jennifer says, thank you so much. She was with me during a challenging time of my life. Definitely my best friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
So Shauna says he's on this side. So Ken, will he come back to visit her again? He's and this is in this world.
Okay.
Just check with my pendulum.
I get a yes. I don't know if you want to check with cards on that, but I get a yes.
Whatever you feel. I'm just checking for the timing. I think he's thinking about you and he wants to, and it's not easy for logistics and um, timing and availability. It's not that he doesn't want to, and he is planning to, but I think he may just wait and do like a spur of the moment kind of thing. I think he's thinking about it, but it's like, oh, and then I have this. Oh, and then I can't because I have this. And it's almost like as soon as the time is right and something opens up, he's just going to say, I'm going to go, like I'm going to do it. So it's not really anything that he can plan because of his schedule and just the availability to I don't know if he's on a plane. Does he need to travel to see you by plane? But it feels like he needs to set aside some time to come out and visit you. Um, is um, is Ken able to come back before September 1st? Is Ken able to come back before October 31st, 2023? Is Ken able to come back to visit before September 30th, 2023? So it looks like sometime in September. Looks like sometime in the fall. He may be busy through these summer months, or the availability just isn't there. Like something just keeps coming up, but it looks like somewhere in the September area. Oh, and he's driving 1,000 miles. Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Woof. I would take a plane.
I
I would.
don't know if you have
Um,
the availability to meet him halfway, but yeah.
whew.
What did you get, Amy?
I got well, I just drew one card and I got the Queen of Pentacles and it's a yes card. So yes, he will come and see you. Um uh and when she was asking when, I was thinking definitely not in the summer. Um I was thinking somewhere some I can't say exactly when, but somewhere in the fall.
Excellent. Very nice.
Somewhere in the fall, but that's not, I can't say exactly when. Somewhere in the
But
fall.
mhm. I hope I get the feeling that he is in contact with you and that you are
Yeah.
that he wants to and he just it's almost like, oh, then this guy's getting married and oh, then I have to do that. Like it just seems like he keeps pushing it off and pushing it off, but he'll definitely come. But
Yeah.
it's just a busy time of year for him. But it's not don't take it personally and yeah,
Oh,
good for
definitely
you,
don't.
Shamasaya.
Yeah. Except me, I keep finding jerks, the kind of you want to just, You know?
You have to kiss some frogs before you find your prince. I know that for sure. And
Oh,
sometimes
please. I'm 51 and I keep finding frogs.
well, it's worth the wait when you find your prince. That's for sure. I know that for sure. Um, okay, so Nancy is here and she says, "Do you see my health improving soon?" Nancy, I'm sorry that you are dealing with your some
Hmm.
I guess obstacles in your health. Let me just see. And we are not doctors,
Nope.
obviously, and this is just
We,
for entertainment purposes only. But let me just check with my pendulum. Oh,
oh, what?
Amy says, I mean, sorry, Amy. She said, LOL, Amy, and she would laughed and put a little plane. Gina did. And I
Oh,
thought Gina was saying that he was going to take a plane, but she was laughing at what you said. And
yeah,
Gina
yeah.
said, ribbit, ribbit, frog. You need to, the frogs teach you when we're finding our prince and we keep finding frogs. The frogs teach you who you are and what's important, what you liked about somebody and what you didn't like about somebody, what somebody had that was cool and what somebody, what aspect of them was not so cool. And it almost kind of develops for you. So it's just a way for us to learn more about ourselves, more about other people's energies, and it's just a way of learning. It's a way of learning. Oh, you're welcome. Shauna says, thank you very much. We're exes. Oh, I
Oh,
see. I see. And
hey,
it,
second
oh,
chances.
and Nancy says, yes, she knows. She knows we're not doctors. She just wants to see what we get spiritually or intuitively. So let's see what we get.
I I get yes, it will get better. Um, I don't know how. Um, but I will say this, continue going to the doctor. You know, go to the doctor to see, see what's going on. Because if I didn't go, case in point with me, if I didn't go to the doctor, I wouldn't have found out that I had a thyroid problem. I wouldn't have found out I had hyperthyroidism, and I wouldn't have been put on the medicine to keep that in check. Also, I wouldn't have found out that I have a mass pressing against my pituitary gland in my brain. So, go to the doctor. So, but it will get better because I went to the doctor to find out.
So Nancy says, thank you, Amy. Yes, she is. She is visiting with her doctor and in communication with her doctor. So,
It will get better. It will.
Nancy, what I'm picking up for you is that it may be a compound situation, that there are two different things that are happening that are not very clear. It's almost like they're treating one thing, but something else is also um, uh, it's just
Occurring.
it just seems like there's a compound issue going on. It's not just one thing, and my pendulum went around in a circle, so it seems like you're going to have to do a little bit more diagnostic work and maybe more tests or more scans or more blood work in order to find out what the issue is. But it's not
Mhm.
just one thing. They're going to find out it's two things, and the two things are either confusing or complicating, or it's almost like, and I don't know anything, but I'm just choosing a family member's issue. Like if you had blood sugar problems and high blood pressure problems, like it looks like it's one, but it's actually the other. But it's not. I'm not telling you it's either one of those. I'm just trying to think of somebody that I could use as an example. And those two things are not very confusing, but it's sort of like something like that, like, but they can't tell which one it is, or because it's both of them, it's disguising what it truly is or something. But my pendulum went around in the beginning, and then I asked, and they said it may take another several weeks before they uncover what it is. But keep advocating for yourself. Keep saying, nope, I still don't feel right. Nope, this doesn't feel like that's the issue. Nope, I don't feel good on this medicine. I want something else. Keep advocating for yourself, Nancy, and keep going through until it is revealed or remedied. The remedy. But I do see an end coming to it, and don't worry. Don't be concerned. You'll come
Mhm.
through it fine.
Exactly. I mean, as an example, again, um, I had a compound issue with my thyroid and the mass. The mass was causing the pituitary to go crazy, which caused my thyroid issue. You know, so yes, you see, so um, so I kept going and going and going and driving my doctor crazy for months until we figured it out.
Yep. And that's what you do. That's what you have to do. And it's
Hmm.
okay. And it's okay.
Right.
So Nancy says, yes, it is. I have multiple things. I have arthritis in the knees and now going to spinal doctor.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so keep
Watch your
going.
sugar intake there, Nancy, because that's a huge inflammatory more than and anything like the carbohydrates that turn into sugars. Just watch and monitor the the amount and the way that you eat them. Make sure you eat them with protein, because there's so many inflammatory products out there, or not products, but things that cause inflammatory reactions. Really look into your diet and say what causes arthritis, or what foods can help arthritis. You never know. Like like ginger or something. It could be something very simple, something very organic and inexpensive that'll really help you. And I don't know that ginger does arthritis. I'm just maybe, suggesting that it could be a simple remedy like that. But I think actually it does reduce inflammation now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know if
Who
it's good for
knows?
arthritis, but I think it reduces inflammation. But just do a little research on your own and do what you can on your own, on your side with your intake. And, you know, but still keep after those doctors. And it's very difficult because they can't feel your pain, and the pain is it's like a phantom. It's like a phantom. Like it's not really one thing. It's not like your nose. It's not like your ear. It's like a pain in your body, and it's very hard for them to pinpoint exactly where it's coming from. But you'll get through it. You'll figure out what it is, and it feels like you'll have a remedy to take care of that, Nancy. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
wishing you
and
all the best.
oh yeah, and it was frustrating for me because of the pituitary problems and my thyroid problems. It was causing my hair to fall out, like gobs of hair. Every time I washed my hair, there were gobs of it in the sink. And they were doing blood tests, and my blood test was fine, and they just couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, I'm losing hair here. What is going? And they're like, you're fine. I'm like, I'm not fine.
Yeah, it's
And
just they're not taking the right tests. So keep after them.
yeah,
So Amanda Carroll was very generous. Thank you, Amanda. She says this may be obvious, but sugar causes inflammation and ginger is great for arthritis. I didn't know that. I was just picking something that I do for myself. I know that it's
yeah.
good for to reduce inflammation. I didn't know it was actually good for arthritis. So Nancy, look into something like that because it can really just help to head off some of that really serious pain. And you do have a lot of pain, and I feel for you. I feel for you. I did have a back injury from a car accident like 10 or 12 years ago that I went through that. And that's how I know it's like a roaming. They can't pinpoint, they can't say, oh, it's your ear, let's put a band-aid on it. It's like roaming.
Mhm.
It's like a phantom pain. You don't even know where it is. but keep after them. Keep after them. And she says,
Mhm.
be careful with turmeric if you're on blood pressure medication. Yeah, make sure you check with your doctor, but do some research and just at least try and back away from some of that sugar and carbs because it does cause the inflammation and makes things just a little bit worse. And the
Mhm.
only other thing I want to suggest to you, Nancy, and a lot of people cringe, but it's what helped me through when I had extreme pain is acupuncture. So if your insurance does cover that acupuncture, I highly recommend it for pain management. It saved my life while I was going through that my back pain, and it really does work. It takes a while, but it's I just say it saved my life for sure, and
It
it
doesn't
helps.
hurt, actually.
No,
It's not.
it compared to the pain you have, that little pinprick, you can't even feel it going in. There's lots of things you can do. There's lots of things you can do. I wish you the best, Nancy. I'm so sorry that you're in so much pain. I hope that I do see you coming through it, and I do see you finding a remedy for it there. Uh, but hang in there, Nancy. Oh, just want to reach through and give you a hug, hun.
I know.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you very much for your help with that. And
You're
yeah,
welcome.
I wasn't sure what I would see when I went in there. So Yvette is next. And after Yvette, I have Viviani and Hurricane Force One. So just ladies, let me know that you're still here. I did see Yvette recently. So Yvette says, can I get a message for the month of July? Yvette.
Hmm.
I think Yvette's still here. I thought I saw her. Boy, yeah, I saw you. Okay. I think this chat is moving.
I don't know why, but I was drawn to these.
Ooh, very nice.
My shapeshifter oracles. I don't know why.
Yvette, you have a beautiful soul. You have a
Mm.
very creative and theatrical, and you have a really beautiful soul, Yvette. You're very creative. I don't know how else to describe it. You're multi faceted, is what they're telling me, and they're saying that it's up to you. July is what you make of it. That what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, and they want you to do your manifesting, do your um, what do they call that? Mm, oh, I can't believe I can't think of the word. It's a ceremonies, doing ceremonies with the moons, doing ceremonies with the planets, doing
Rituals.
yeah, rituals and ceremonies, and doing like chakra balancing, and doing your stretches and doing your meditation. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. But you have it going on, girl. You have this amazing, beautiful, creative, multifaceted spirit inside of you that is real. It's real. Believe it. Don't think it's just like your imagination or something that you thought. It's real. Trust yourself. The trust that needs to come in as well. Trust yourself. What you have dreamt, what you have imagined is real. It is real. Ooh, very nice. Good girl. How about you, Amy?
Um. Okay. Okay. Um. They told me to pull three, so I pulled three. Even when I use cards, I still go by my guides. There's always talking to me in my head. Um, which is good. They're always in my head, no matter what. Um, the first card I got for you is the Black Cat. Lost magic, atonement, rebalance.
Hmm.
Okay, so look at this. Doesn't Lucy Cavendish just have the best cards ever? Um, They remind me of the Bratz dolls of the 90s. I love it.
Yes, they do.
I love it. Um, this is telling me that um, you you have gifts that you don't know about. You have gifts that you don't know about yet. That's the lost magic. Okay? You need to somehow you need to find them and use them. It's time for you to um to it's time for you to bring it forward and use it in the community. um oh, this is making no sense in my head. um rebalance like the card said, rebalance. Okay. Rebalance yourself. Sometimes they're so funny, I'm sorry. um Rebalance yourself so that you're able to open yourself up to your gifts, because your guides are going, hey, hello, 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 and you're just down here going,
She says those
oh,
cards are interesting, Amy. Hmm.
oh, thank you, thank you. Love Lucy Cavendish. Look her up on Amazon. Um, and you're just down there. Do, 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 do. I feel like you're just down here going do 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 do, and they're up there going, hey, So open yourself up. I think open yourself up more, because they want to use you. Um. Um. Also, this card says a time to say goodbye. Okay, because something is about to end for now. Something is about to end for now. Um, Meaning, because they would like you to concentrate on your gifts, so they feel I feel they are trying to tell you that something you are paying attention to is wouldn't serve you right now, and it is time for you to put that away for now while you concentrate on this other thing, because it won't help you in learning your gifts, your talents.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So whether it be a
Hmm.
thing or a person or persons or things, uh,
Hmm.
it is time for you to put them away
Hmm.
for now while you learn this.
Hmm.
So, they're saying, please do so. So you're not being like, do, 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 do. So they don't have to go, hi.
She said she
So,
needs to walk away from negative people. Hmm.
okay, there you go. And the last card, ah, this is your gift, I believe. Orca magic. The Akashic libraries are open.
Oh, wow. Yvette. Wow. You have access to that information.
This is
Wow.
your gift.
So
Thank you.
run away from those negative people.
Yeah,
Because this is
run,
what you're running
run.
towards. She says, very accurate, Jean and Amy, both of us. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Yvette's guides. Run away from those negativity or from those negative people. Run and run to this. This is so much better.
Amanda Carroll says, wow, super. I know. Isn't it exciting? Yvette,
I
what?
was like, we didn't know what those gifts were, but now we do. You need to open yourself up to your Akashic gifts.
Wow.
See how my guides use, talk to me through my cards.
That is really interesting, Amy. What a wonderful job. Well,
Thank you.
very nicely done. So I just wanted to say hello to Tasha W is here and Warrior Girl is here. So nice to see you. And Jess Ree is here and Loving Life is here. And let's see who I have. Somebody else came in later. I don't know if I missed you. Tasha W, I see. Okay, I see that now. Amanda Carroll, I have. But thank you everybody for being here. I just wanted to come back and say hello to all of you who um, I may not have, or I may have missed along the way. Nice job, Yvette. Thank you very much for your question. She goes, wow, I didn't know I had gifts like that. Infinite,
Surprise.
infinite possibilities, for sure. For sure, Yvette. It's
Well, I didn't know I was a medium until I opened myself up.
and Warrior Girl says, I bet she accesses the Akashic during her dreams. That's why you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you very much, Yvette. That was really nice. So, Viviani, you're next. And after you is Hurricane Force One. If y'all are here, just let us know. And then Loving Life. So, Viviani says, may I have a message from Spirit about my spiritual journey and spiritual abilities? Whoa, we're on fire now because that's what we were just on.
Yeah.
Spiritual
Yeah.
journey and abilities. Amy's good at that. Those cards are really good. Oh,
Well,
Guardian says that was a very good reading, Amy. Thank you,
no,
Guardian.
thank you. Well, seriously, it's like I don't have to, I can do mediumship, but my guides will come down and talk to me while I'm doing a card reading. They'll just interrupt me and be like, I'm like, okay. It's kind of funny.
Very nice. Okay, let's see.
Um, hmm.
So, do you mind if I go first, Amy?
Yeah. Go
It may
ahead.
not be, it may not be what you're hoping for, Viviani, but what I heard them say is to uh, sort of slow things down a little bit and cool down and sort of take measure, if that means something to you. Take measure, pace yourself. That this may not be astrologically your time to excel or to move forward in your spiritual journey. That now it may be more of a resting time or a contemplating time or a reviewing time or practicing time. It's not, I don't see the forward motion. I see sort of you kind of resting and reviewing, resting and reviewing. I'm not sure if you've taken a class or listened to some podcasts or something that you have information And instead of moving forward past that, they want you to make sure that you got all the information that you needed, and they want you to marinate in it and review it and sit in it and review it and take this for your it's just as important to marinate in the information and to make sure that it's fully integrated before we move on to the next step.
That's true, actually. And then, yeah. And then, were you done?
Yes, I'm done. Thanks.
Okay. And then, before you know it, you're like, okay. And then the information will come out, and then you'll be just like spewing. You'll just be spewing stuff that you didn't even know you knew. That happens.
And
Believe me.
it's an important part. It's an important, the pace, the beat, the frequency, there's a pace, there's a beat, there's a frequency, and it's an important part. It's an important part of, developing. And once it marinates it and it really fully integrates into your aura or your essence, then your next endeavor is propelled, has more of a something backing it up, more energy behind it.
Okay, that's true. Okay. The cards I chose were from my Marvel deck. Okay. My Magic of Marvel deck.
Cute.
And all right, the first one I got was Wolverine. And it says, "When I'm alone, I'm in great company." Okay. So, like what Jean said, if you have read books or taken a class or watched videos, what have you, just sit and marinate. That's the word that came into my head. I'm sorry. I know you're not a chicken.
Well, what did the words on the card say again?
When I'm alone, I'm in great company.
That's because you're with your higher self and your spirit guides when you're alone.
Right. Exactly. So what I get is just sit and the word marinate popped in my head, and that's what came out of my mouth. Just think of that information and let it soak in. Let it become part of you. And then eventually, when the time comes, it'll come out when it needs to come out. I never understood what that meant until Scott. Scott, I was talking to Scott, and I never understood. I mean, not Linda, but Mel said it to me, and I was like, huh? What? But it finally kicked in when Scott said it, and I was like, oh. So it will finally, and then that's when I started my channel. So let the information stay inside you and become stronger and become one with you. And when it's time, it'll come out, and your gift will come with it. So, and then if you want to start a channel, if you want to, and only if you want to. Again, this card that I got was, the next card I got was Kitty Pryde. If you've ever seen Marvel, Kitty Pryde. We all begin somewhere. This is your beginning. This is your beginning. So don't get frustrated. We all started here. Right? We all started here. So don't get frustrated. Don't be, don't be like, oh man. Just take in all the information you can. And then before you know it, you will be where you need to be. And then you'll be like, Viviani, yay! So.
Well, we all love Viviani.
Yes, we do. we love you no matter what. Be like, yay, another facet to Viviani. We love you even more, if that's even possible. And the very last one we got, I'm putting my guides into that. All right. The very last one I got was Mystique. What you see is never what you get.
Oh.
So, with Mystique, that's true. When you saw Mystique, what you saw is never what you got. So, but what you see is sometimes, you don't always get what you see. So you have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. You have to discern whether it's good information or bad information. So, is this good for me? Or is this bad for me? So you have to decide what you want in you, and what you want outside of you, what people you want around you, what people you don't want around you. It's a very touch and go thing. So you have to be very, 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 very careful. And that's something that never ends. Never, ever ends. So, just be very, very careful, because we don't want anything to happen to our Viviani. No.
Absolutely. It's important to pace yourself. Very nice.
That's it.
So thank you very much, Viviani. All the best to you. And it's a great question. Thank you very much. So
Yes.
we do have, let me know if Loving Life or Tasha W is still here. Is Loving Life or Tasha W still here? Because we're just a little bit over an hour. We have time for one, maybe two more. Let's see what we can do. She said,
I'm so sorry if I'm making this over. I do tend to be long-winded.
No. It's just how we roll. That's how. Oh, Loving Life is here. Good. Thank you very much. So Loving Life says, if there's time, could I get a message from Spirit? Very nice. Thank you. And Hurricane Force 1 is here. Good. So we'll
Okay,
do two.
good.
That will be the
What?
I thought I unstarred it, but no, I got it. So Loving Life says, if there's time, could I get a message from Spirit? Loving Life. Could I get a message from Spirit? I'm just trying to change my focus over to Loving Life.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. All of a sudden, I got just this bright white light. Right. It's like, whoa. Um, it's like, whoa. If I would have had my eyes open in real life, I probably would have been blinded kind of light. Um, they're saying this bright light is you. Um, this is your spirit. And it's pure and you need to protect it. It's pure and you need to protect it. Because there are there some people around you that are like trying to bring you down or always trying to fight with you? Because they keep saying to me, you need to protect it. You need to protect it. Don't let it go out. Don't let it dim. And I keep seeing birds. I keep seeing white birds. You're a bright light. You're a bird. You fly and you don't need to be brought down by negativity. Oh, this is so pretty.
She says that she spends a lot of time outside.
I'm seeing like
Hmm.
like a seagull, and it's a beach. I'm at a beach, and and I don't know why I'm at a beach, but I'm standing on sand, and there's the ocean with the sunshine, and there's regular birds, but there's also seagulls. That's the white birds I was seeing. And the sun and the wind is in my hair, and I can smell seawater.
She says she imagines about being at the beach all the time.
Then I must be you. Wow. But yeah, your guides are saying you're a bright light and you're one of those birds flying.
Wow.
So don't let negativity dim that light, and don't let negative people around you, because that bright light needs to stay lit. I mean, this light is bright. I mean, blinding, blinding bright. So keep it bright. Woo,
She
geez,
says neat,
huh?
Neat, neat, neat. She says neat. She's also
Cool.
saying that they're having some family frustration. So, yeah, she's just looking for guidance. But I think that's your spirit guide letting you know that they're there for you. And when she said that you were the bird, it felt like that they were saying, let your soul and let your spirit soar, you know,
Mhm.
don't and the negativity that you were saying around her was the family frustrations. But
Mhm.
she's saying she loves that, Amy. Very nice. So what I was getting from your guides at Loving Life, I don't know if you can make sense of this, but it's a little abstract. I was getting a juicy orange, a citrus, like citrus, juicy citrus. And it made me think of like a vacation and a tropical summer, similar to what Amy was getting on the beach, but just like a tropical summer vacation, juicy. And you know that dessert, it's called ambrosia. I don't even think people make it anymore, but I think it has fruit and like nice whipped cream and like light and airy and citrusy, and my mouth is watering like those mandarin oranges. But just something juicy orange citrus vacation tropical summer ambrosia. So I'm not sure what this means for you, but this is the first thing that I was getting for you, Loving Life. And I just feel as though, that look at the sweetness in your life. Look at the lightness in your life, and allow your spirit to soar. I just feel it's very light. It's very juicy. It was really very that was a bit, it was very abstract. So I know so Living Life is like interesting, Gene. Oh, look
Yeah.
at a fresh new beginning. How about that? How about that?
Oh, that orange made me I'm like, I'm hungry now.
I know, I know. I'm like, okay, tropical ambrosia, but it was coming through. This was just the energy that was coming through for you, Loving Life. So, well, thank you very much for asking your question. And we do have Hurricane Force One here, and she says, "What is going on with my daughter Destiny? She's angry all the time, blames others, is anxious, and her birthday is tomorrow. It's her first Saturn return. How will she overcome this?" Aw. And she
Mm.
also says that Destiny's dad, Cedric, called her warrior princess. And she has
Oh,
this tattooed on her forearm. So it's apropos that she is asking your question of the warrior princess for the warrior princess. And these synchronicities are not coincidence. These are
uh-huh.
planned and intentional. And um, yeah, very nice. So Hurricane Force
Mhm.
One says, "What's going on with Destiny? She's angry all the time and blames others, very anxious, and her birthday is tomorrow."
Well, um, how old is she?
I'm not sure. I think is she in her late teens, or is she just going to be turning 20? You say it's her first Saturn return, but I don't know how often Saturn returns. Is that 20? I don't,
I
or
think
maybe
so.
maybe in her uh, Hurricane Force One. Just let us know how old she'll be tomorrow. It'll help us out. And
Because-
30. Wow, she is? I thought she was much younger than that. Okay, she'll be 30.
Oh,
Oh no, she
oh,
said we'll
wow.
be a warrior girl said 30. Hurricane Force said she'll be 28. Okay, everybody's chiming in. They're saying 27, 30, 30. Yeah. Okay. She'll be 28 tomorrow.
28. Oh, well, she's still young. So that's young to me. So, um, got a
And
lot of,
was, oh, go ahead.
sh- uh, she, 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 she's probably got a lot of, y- you know, stresses going on that she's not telling anybody. It could be if she's got a job, maybe she's got stresses on the job that she's um not dealing with very well, or maybe she has a problem with a family member that she's not saying anything about, or problems with friends that she's not handling very well, or combination of all three, or boyfriend or girlfriend problems, or uh or maybe she's depressed and doesn't know how to handle that, or it could be a whole bunch of stuff. um who knows at that age, um I'm sorry to laugh about it, but uh, or make light of it. I know it's a serious question. I'm just remembering back to when I was 28. um
Did you want me
my
to
life,
jump in?
yeah.
And are you going to be pulling some cards or?
Yeah, I was just remembering back to when I was 28. My life was a mess.
She says
Complete mess.
no known relationship. So, well, when I was getting Hurricane Force One, is I was picking up that she feels like she should be further along than she is, and she's comparing herself to others' successes, to other people around her, to other people that she's comparing herself against, whether it's her family members or whether it's a public figure. She's just comparing herself to others, and she's just a little bit down on herself for reaching a another milestone, another trip around the sun. And, she just feels frustrated that she's not further along. She almost feels like I'm getting older and I'm still sort of like not where she wants to be. She feels like she should be accomplished or having some sort of success by now, and she's just not feeling like she's where she wants to be. So I think this may be getting her down, and it's just and she may just be down about that, and then it's just coming out in other areas. But I think it's sort of like she's really hard on herself, and she's just kind of beating herself up a little bit.
Well,
Um,
yeah, that does make sense. I mean, I did that for a while. I mean, I still do it from time to time. I mean, I'm 51. I found out earlier in life that I can't have children. So no children, no grandchildren. I've never been married, so I kind of have a lonely life. Um, all my friends are got married and had kids, and now they have grandkids, and here I am all by myself. It's hard, but and sometimes I beat myself up. But yeah, I get it. It I believe me, I get it. Um, it's hard. It's hard. Um, it can it's a hard thing, but I think she will find her way. Um, okay, this card I pulled, um, Witch at the End of the World. Okay.
mhm.
It says an important end and a new beginning.
Oh,
She feels that she's at the end of her life, but she's not. She's going to find something that's going to renew her 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 self-confidence and renew her confident, only okay, please. um Renew her self-confidence, and say, yeah, I can do this, I love this. And then when that happens, she'll be able to meet new people, go out and do things and be like, yeah, my life is going in another direction, a new direction. And then it'll it'll go the way she'll want it to go. And then she won't be so down. And oh, well, I should have done this first. Ghosts of the past. The past returns for a time. I should have done this one first. You should have told me to. Um, this is what she's feeling right now. She's looking at the past, and she's like, oh, why isn't my life any good? Why haven't I gone further? I'm almost 30. Ugh, my life sucks. Blech. But it'll be like this for her soon.
mm-hmm.
So
Hurricane Force One is saying, thank you, everybody. Everybody's being so supportive to her daughter in the chat. She said it's at the end of her job and she's starting a new career. And she said that she was getting her real estate classes to get her out of her current job. So there is a change. And just let her know, Hurricane Force One, that sometimes life goes in 7-year cycles, like when you're 7, 14, 21, and 28. And this is a new beginning for her. And Amy's card in the beginning said it was the beginnings and endings. And this is the cycle of the sevens. Tell her that this is the cycle of the sevens, and this is a brand new beginning for her. And that to try and be kind to herself and give herself some grace, give herself some room to grow, and she'll definitely get there. But I know that she's an amazing human being, and such a beautiful, loving, creative woman, and such a beautiful daughter that I know that she'll find her way sooner than later, for sure. But just knowing that she has all those cycles behind her, and that's why it's been so tough, that this next cycle is her cycle to get to, reach her goals, and that, the changes in her life will occur in this next cycle.
Oh,
That's really,
definitely.
mhm. So
So,
what was your last card? I can't wait to see. Do you have another card?
oh,
No?
I did,
Oh, okay.
but you stopped talking. So I was like, put it away. I was
I
like,
like them. I
okay,
like
I'll get it back out.
So she said that's awesome. She did have a goal of owning her first house by 30. Wow. She may feel like she's running out of time. She is very hard on herself, Hurricane Force One, just so you know. And I love the Amy's card
Yes.
really confirming all of that. And she said, you guys are awesome. How sweet. How
Oh,
sweet.
thank
She is,
and
yeah. Go
and
ahead.
the last card I got was she's strongly lonely,
Oh,
which means that she's, and it says she's holding on way too tight
mm,
to to um these restrictions that
her,
she's putting on herself.
her expectations. Yeah.
Right.
Manage her expectations and relax a little bit and enjoy herself a little bit, and things will come. things
Yeah,
will.
because she's way too young to be putting all these restrictions. Because she's only 28. Jeez, you know. So but then again, I put restrictions on myself too. I was like, I should be doing this by now. I should be doing that by now.
Well,
So
goals are important, but owning her first house, it was a lot easier back in our day, hurricane force ones. For us to, even like 10 years ago, it was easier. But the way that the
yeah,
housing market has changed so much, it's such a, I mean, young families that have a dual income it's just really difficult to achieve that. That's a very lofty
mhm.
goal, and it's wonderful to work towards. But let her know that to not to be so hard on herself and to give herself the credit for the distance that she's come this far.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Well, thank you very, very much. It was wonderful. What a wonderful, and it's exactly 1 hour, 30 minutes for sure. We're ending right on the dot. She said, I did tell her the other day to relax and chill, that she can be anything she wants, happy, sad, mad. You decide. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Oh, she's got a lot to carry on her shoulders. Well,
That's
thank you,
true.
Hurricane Force One, for a wonderful question and for such beautiful feedback and insight. And Amy, your cards are just wonderful. Your psychic and mediumship abilities are just really wonderful, and the readings that came through were very on point. I really enjoyed the chat. I really enjoyed the pace. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And please do go over and subscribe to Amy's channel. Her YouTube channel is Princess Amy Warrior Princess, and she has a wide variety of special guests and very creative shows over there. So please do go over and check out her channel. I actually
Please
will be
do.
back. I will be back tomorrow with Tarot Stash and Wisdom Seeker Joan, and that would be tomorrow earlier in the day. It's 12:30 on the East Coast and 9:30 on the West Coast. So please do come back over and join us tomorrow with a visit from Gerald with Tarot Stash and Wisdom Seeker Joan. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I really enjoyed spending time together, and have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your Friday night. Bye, everybody. Thank you,
Bye.
Amy.
Thank you, Jean.